Yeah, remember last year when I brought those spiked teas into the pool, and I was like, "This is a tribute to the Boston Tea Party." And
I remember you
cracked
specifically
one
bought
open.
it because of that.
Cracked one open and poured it out in the pool, and was like, "That's right, keep it Chiefin."
Top of the morning to you laddies. Hope you're having a great Friday. I'm joined by my co-host. How you been, buddy?
Aw, dang it, dude. I messed up the boot again.
No, the booch. 2 weeks in a row.
I'm standing here waiting for that sweet nectar, trying to get that nice crisp opening, and I fucked it up again.
I would try it with mine, but it would sound the exact same because I just have a glass of water. So,
Wait, what Irish movie did you watch recently?
Luck of the Irish.
Is that the basketball one?
Yeah, it's the old Disney
Oh, that's
movie.
a good one.
So, dude, I was like, okay, I remember it being like really good. I used to watch that and 13th Year, which was like he's a mermaid, and
Yeah.
that was a good movie, right? Solid flick, and it's on Disney Plus. The Luck of the Irish is. So I was like scrolling through, and Laura was still awake.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I was
they
like-
have like all those old Disney
Yeah, they have
movies.
it's called like in the Disney Vault, or it's called Nostalgia, something like that. But yeah, I was like stoked because Aurora was like, "Well, I'm still awake. Let's watch a movie." I'm like, "Ah, okay, whatever. I'll watch some kids movie. Who cares?" And then we turned it on, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this movie. I remember it being like really good." And then I watched it, and holy crap, dude, it holds up. It's not bad.
Really?
Yeah, I actually really
Dude,
enjoyed it.
Disney had so many good like sports movies like that. Do you remember Eddie's $1 Million Bake Off?
No, I don't. That's not sports, dude. A bake-off?
Oh, really? What if I told you he has to choose between the baking competition and the big baseball game?
Oh, hang on a second. Was that with Cody from, or not Cody? Oh, God. What's it called? That's a Raven. The little brother?
No, it's a white dude. Maybe he was in it, though.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else then.
2003 film. Yeah, no idea who this... Oh, the guy... One of the guys from That's How Raven's in it, Orlando Brown. Not the little brother, it's like her friend.
Oh, God. I think his name is Eddie.
No, it's in real life or the movie?
In the movie. I think his name is Eddie in the movie. Or in the show.
Frankie. Close.
It's
Wait,
Frankie?
and That's a Raven?
Yeah.
That's a Raven. The show was only on for 4 years. Doesn't it feel like it's been on way longer?
That one and Jimmy Neutron were two shows that I really thought were on for a really long time. Jimmy Neutron only had like 3 seasons.
Jimmy Neutron only had 3 seasons?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I remember looking it up at one point and being like, wait, 3 seasons, that's it? Because that's like a staple of my childhood.
Dude,
I
that's
watched that
how
so
much we had like nothing to do when we were kids. So it was just like reruns on top of reruns. That's probably why all these shows felt like they had such a long life.
Yeah, probably. I watched so much of that, dude. It was insane.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. Happy 4th of July Eve. Like what I did there?
I do. You, what a friggin' boy genius you are.
Whoa!
I know, dude. It went full circle right there.
All right, lightning fast answer. What makes you proud to be an American? 3, 2, 1.
I can't even think. Hang on. Give it to me
Wow.
again. Give it to me again. Give it to me again.
Oh my God! All right, lightning fast answer. What makes you proud to be an American?
Daisy
3.
Dukes.
I don't even know what those are.
You don't know what Daisy Dukes are? They're like the Never Nudes that the guy wears in Arrested Development.
Oh. Oh, it's because it's a character. Oh, she's from Dukes of Hazzard. Duh.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's what makes you proud to be an American.
Daisy Dukes, Coors Light, and the American flag. Can you
Yeehaw,
get more
brother.
American? No, I like the fact that we strive to be like the best at everything, and I feel like Americans kind of come out on top usually.
I was gonna say that.
I like that. It's like I like that competitive edge that we have.
Like we got very lucky being born in America. I feel like it might just be our like. Is that like American ignorance to think that we're like better? Probably, but like I feel like that is.
I'm sure they feel the same in other countries. They're like,
That's what I was thinking. Do they? Do like people in like? I'm sure like people in like Switzerland. Like that's a really nice place. But do people in like the fucking? Do people in like
Australia.
Portugal? Are
Think
there
about
like?
Australia?
Yeah.
They have like all these crappy ass animals out there that can kill you, which I want to go to Australia so bad, but I wouldn't want to live there because I feel like you'd be fearing for your life every day. You're like, oh, just gonna go ahead and take my kangaroo out on a walk. Here we go. Oh my god, there's a giant scorpion about to attack me right now.
Yeah, it's wild down under.
Yeah, down under. I feel like maybe they feel the same way as we do. Like, oh, wow, look how beautiful our beaches are. I was actually shocked to find out that Australia, the amount that is like inhabited by people is not even like the size. I think it's the size of like one of our states. That's how much is inhabited by people, and the rest is just a desolate like wasteland. No one goes in there.
Really?
It's too hot. Like,
why?
Because you'll die. It's like too hot, and I think that there's animals that they that will attack you there.
I'm sure America was like that. Did we like kill all the animals, or what happened? There was probably
I'm sure it's
like
not
mountain lions and bears.
I'm sure it's not just the animals. It's also just the fact that it's just a wasteland, and they're like, well, there's nothing to do here. I'm sure there's no like, resources around. There's no running water. You have to have like a long aqueduct to get there.
Aqueduct. That sounds like a Pokemon, like a water type Pokemon.
That's Psyduck.
Aqueduct.
Aqueduct.
But yeah, man. Happy almost 4th of July. Tomorrow we will be chilling on about celebrating this great country and just BSing all day. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm actually really excited about that. 4th of July is one of those holidays where I just think you can't feel upset on 4th of July. You just feel proud all day.
Yeah, 4th of July is like undercover cool. There's like never very much expectations, but I feel like every year I have a good time.
Yeah. Remember last year when I brought those spiked teas into the pool, and I was like, this is a tribute to the Boston Tea Party.
I remember you specifically bought it because of that.
Cracked one open and poured it out in the pool and was like, that's right, keep it Chiefin.
You bought it specifically for that joke.
Uh-huh. I think it was like a 4-pack, and I'm like, I'm going to have Coors Light the rest of the day, but these 4 teas, man, I'm going to pour each one of them out into this water.
What a weird holiday. You got to think, it's like a holiday, like showboating something. Imagine if we had like a holiday when we like bombed Hiroshima or something. Because like our holiday of 4th of July is that we like beat the British in a war, and they're now like one of our close allies, right? But like every year we go all out on this day to tell them, hey, remember this? Like,
could you imagine like having a huge fireworks show and you're like, this one's for you, big boy, Nagasaki,
yeah dude, like just shoving it in the face of someone. What's like the equivalent of that? That'd be like I mean there's probably and then like I think it's funny because the other party has to just like silently acknowledge that day, right? I'm sure there's like a day where World War II ended that people celebrate in Europe, and every year the Germans have to just like like somewhat acknowledge that they like
hang their head in shame. They're like, damn it. Yeah, could you imagine if we actually did that? We would have 2 holidays because we'd have Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah, weren't they like close to each other too, like in time?
I mean, that'd be kind of cool. You'd have like, dude, imagine if it was like one day after the other, and then every, let's say, is it like, I don't know, 6 years, they would both line up on Saturday and Sunday. That would be so badass. And you just have a huge party for Nagasaki and Hiroshima Day.
Oh, God.
I mean, obviously, this is like messed up. We shouldn't do that. I'm just saying it would be cool, theoretically, if everyone saw it
double
as they
holiday
see 4th of July.
Would be cool.
Double holiday. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe we should have those kind of holidays in America. It's like, I'm sorry days, where everyone just like, oh, I'm sorry, and it's just a holiday.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. It'd be kind of a nice tribute as well.
Yeah, and then everyone just goes around apologizing. And the theme is everyone goes around apologizing for the bad things they've done all year.
That's actually not a bad idea at all.
It's like the purge. There's a day of like saying sorry, then at the end of it, you can't like hold those grudges anymore.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that at all.
Like, sorry, I'm sorry, it's gone.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I ran over your cat, dude, sweetie. Jeez, it's over.
The world would be so much better.
It would be so much better if we had days celebrating like the ending of wars and stuff. That would be great, obviously, but also days where we just set aside our differences and we just say, hey, look, today is a day of apology, and a day of acceptance of the past. It has happened. Let's move forward. Let's make this a better life.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That just reminded me of the South Park bit where they do an episode about the BP oil spill, and they keep showing ads of like the BP CEO just being like, "I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry."
Speaking of South Park, Jimmy Neutron, and all those past TV shows that you guys hold dear to your hearts, we have a special episode this week distinguishing which of the 4, right? We have 4?
Yeah, we're playing One's Gotta Go. I'm sure you've seen this online. It's usually a social media ploy or tactic to get people to comment or like your post so that it gets engagement and ranks higher. They don't give an F about your real answer. But the concept is simple. You're presented 3 to 4 options within a certain genre or topic, and then told one of them's gotta go. And usually it inspires great debate and banter, and we're gonna do the same thing here with cartoons. Most notably, how we're gonna play One's Gotta Go today with cartoons, we're gonna be looking at different decades. So we're gonna have a select amount of cartoons from the 90s, some cartoons from the 2000s, and then cartoons from the 2010s. So it's 2010 and 2019. We're going to look at 4 cartoons within each decade, talk about which one's got to go and why, and yeah.
I'm excited because I already know we're going to have some differences for sure.
Oh, I know for sure we are. I don't think we'll have the same answer on any of them.
I think that we might have the same answer on... Oh, nope, we're not going to. It's not going to happen.
At all. And honestly, the 2000s is going to be very difficult. We loaded it with some heavy hitters.
See, that's funny because I thought the 2000s was like the easiest one for me.
What?
Yeah, super easy. The hardest one for me was actually the 2010s.
Well, that's the easiest because I haven't watched 2 of the shows, really. I've seen, like, episodes.
Oh, really?
I don't give an F about 2 of them.
Well, I mean, we could have changed that, but whatever, we're in it now, so we just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I was more concerned about the other ones. So, Again, guys, we're going to look at decades of cartoons, 4 cartoons from each. One's got to go. That means it's removed from history, removed from your memory, can't see it anymore, but the 3 others stay, and they're in no particular order. Are we ranking them? It's just getting rid of one of them.
So wait, if I get rid of it, it doesn't exist in the entire world. No one else knows about it, or am I the only one that I just don't watch it?
I guess it's the same thing. No,
it's not.
It's gone. No one gets it.
Gone?
No one gets it.
Okay, then yes, I'm okay with my answers.
Call it Ben Affleck, because it's gone, girl.
Ooh, nice.
So let's start it off with the 90s. We were born in 93, so we probably had the most exposure to cartoons in like 97 through 99 when we were 4 to 7 years old.
Yeah, I would say
so not too much exposure, but we as our small brains started taking form, we definitely started consuming a lot of this media. So the 90s cartoons that we are going to talk about, I should probably fact check that some of these are actually 90s too, huh?
I did. I made sure.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. But actually,
some of them are like right on the cusp.
Yeah, one that we had it was originally 1999, but you said to move it to 2000s because it was more of a 2000 kind of era for us. We didn't start watching it until about then, so it made sense to move that one. But the rest of them, yeah, they're all like, some are like early 90s, some are mid 90s, and some are like right at the very end.
Yeah, we don't have any deep cuts in here like Rocko's Modern Life or some of the older ones. No Tom and Jerry, no old time stuff. It's
looked up 90s cartoons because I kind of had to get a refresher. That was one of them, Tom and Jerry, but I'm like, that was like the 80s or the 70s. That was a long time ago, dude.
Yeah, when did that come out? There's not even a date. Wow. A series of comedy short films created in 1940.
1940?
Holy shit.
Oh, you know what? It was on Boomerang though, which is like all the old shows. So like they have, their slogan is Boomerang. It's all coming back to you, because it's like a whole like nostalgia network. So
That's
they have
crazy.
all these old ones. They have like Yosemite Sam, Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, all those older cartoons. I have a question though. I didn't add it on the list, but did you ever watch The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Damn
I
it!
love that one.
I wish we'd put that on there then. Okay.
That's
all right.
I like our choices. All right, let's go 90s.
I do too.
Grim Adventures is like 2000s. Oh, that's literally 2000.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna let you go first on this one. I think I've gone first
all
on
right.
the last two.
So the 4 cartoons we're discussing in the 90s are Ed, Ed and Eddie, Dexter's Lab, Rocket Power, and SpongeBob SquarePants. So Ed, Ed and Eddie is Cartoon Network, Dexter's Lab, Cartoon Network, I believe.
That's
Rocket
Cartoon
Power
Network and also Boomerang. I think it was.
Rocket Power's Nickelodeon and SpongeBob's Nickelodeon. So all these I fondly remember. I don't have any negative emotions toward any of them. I really fondly think of Rocket Power because that's one of like the earliest cartoons I used to watch when I went over to my cousin's house. So like I must have been like very, very young, because I remember this like being like very young. I remember it, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. Like these kids are skating, they're rollerblading, they're playing hockey in the streets. Like all the stuff I loved doing as a little kid was in this show, and they're all just so rad. Ed, Ed, and Eddie was kind of the same vibe. Like, look at these kids just outside, just causing mayhem, getting into weird hijinks. The different character types that they had were really complimentary of each other. The dumb oaf, the nerdy smart kid who's like a germaphobe, and then the con artist, like smooth talker kind of guy. I think it made for like, there was always interesting storylines in that show. I love that show as well. And then we get to Dexter's Lab and SpongeBob. SpongeBob is just like OG. Like it's timeless. I would feel so bad getting rid of SpongeBob just because of its like the life it's had. And I feel like I used to watch it a ton. Maybe I might have been getting too old. It's probably still on actually, which is crazy.
I think they just had their like last season maybe a year ago ish. I'm pretty sure.
And I don't know if SpongeBob was like transformative. It's great voice or great voice acting, interesting storyline, having everything be under the sea. There was like some creative character types and things done in that show, but I don't think it was like transformative. I just think it was at the top of its game, and there wasn't really anything else to compete with it. Because that thing was on forever.
That show was actually originally supposed to be for adults, but then they they dumbed it down more for kids and had some adult humor in there, mixed it in there. But yeah, it was originally supposed to be for adults. That's why the guy that plays SpongeBob is in so many like adult shows. Like he's in Rick and Morty. He plays Squanch.
Which one's that?
The little cat guy that always he's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to squanch you later.
Oh.
and then she's like, well, so when you say squanch, what does that mean? He goes, oh, Beth, they just say squanch, and whatever they're thinking, it replaces the word for squanch. And he goes, oh, well, I squanch my family. He goes, ew, stop, yuck, oh God.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he was in other adult ones. That's cool.
Oh yeah, he's in a lot. He does a lot of voice work.
My answer for which show goes is Dexter's Laboratory, because I feel like I never watched it that much. It was a little more strange, and I think around this time I was very much into like the dumb slapstick humor, and Dexter's Lab was probably more smart. It probably catered to an older audience, older than I was audience, you know what I mean? It had some good adult humor, looking back at some memes from it, which is funny, but I don't think it holds a place for me. I'd be much more sad if any of the other shows went outside of Dexter's.
Okay, I can respect that answer, but again, I already knew we were gonna differ on the answer. SpongeBob, obviously, I knew that was gonna stay. That was just one that I threw in there as like a dead giveaway. Like, duh, we're keeping that one. Ed, Ed and Eddie, I love that show. I can't tell you how many times I've whistled the theme song to that. Like when I was at school and like all the kids were like, whoa, you know the theme song for that? I'm like, it's not that tough to whistle, dude. It's really simple. It's like 4 tunes. They don't really like fluctuate in sound very much, and you just have to get them at the right time, then you have the whole theme song. And then I like the dumb character. I think his name was Ed. Yeah, Ed. Ed was my favorite. The dumb guy, so funny. I one of my favorite scenes was he got really sunburned, and then he presses his hand to his arm on his sunburn, and he's all red, and then he lets go, and then his skin changes colors, and then it changes right back to red, and he goes, "I am Chameleon Man." This is before DVR, but I remember I recorded one episode and like on a VHS tape, and then watched that episode over and over and over. Rocket Power, I felt like that was like a pretty cool show that everyone watched as a kid, and you know, everyone did woogity 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 woogity, that little finger thing that they did. But I gotta say, I would get rid of that one. That's the one that I would get rid of, because I didn't think it was that great. I thought it was a cool show, but I liked the other ones way more, and I felt like I only watched the show because all my other friends did, and I didn't want to be left out in the conversation. So I watched it just to be relevant in the group. That was it.
Yeah, dude, freaking Rocket Power was awesome. It was,
exactly. If it didn't exist, then it wouldn't matter to me, because I'd be like, okay, well, I wouldn't have to watch a show that I wasn't like super into. If I had to watch any of those four, and I could never watch again, definitely Rocket Power. I watched Dexter's Laboratory a lot. I also had a VHS tape of that my parents bought, and it was like one episode, and anytime we'd have like, I'd get on restriction or something, I'd go in the garage, and we had a little tiny TV that had a VHS player inside the TV, and I would just watch that one episode like over and over and over. But like it was
got brainwashed to Dexter's Lab. It was smart for sure.
I didn't get brainwashed.
You got brainwashed. You played a VHS tape over and over and over again. I think that's what brainwashing is.
No, what's it called where you fall in love with the kidnapper?
Stockholm Syndrome.
It was like that, because I was stuck watching that one thing, so it was the only thing that I could see. So I was like, okay, I love this. It's great. I don't love anything else. I only love Dexter's Laboratory.
That's pretty much brainwash.
Yeah, I guess it's brainwashing, kind of.
All right, so you got rid of Rocket Power. I got rid of Dexter's Lab. I think we both feel the same way about Ed, and Eddie, and SpongeBob. They're just, you can't touch them.
I just liked in Dexter's Lab that he was doing, like, he was like transforming and like inventing stuff. I always loved science, so as a kid seeing that, I was like, wow, it's so. And how many times?
I think I was just like, nerd.
Okay, I know you're saying nerd, but how many times have you said, DD, get out of my laboratory? I guarantee you said it so many times.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's shocking. That is something that I felt like everyone said that like a million times as a kid.
Yeah, I don't think so. I probably did the Mandark laugh. I know the Mandark laugh. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, we've all done that. I mean, it's important for at least every kid to do it once in their lifetime. If you don't, I feel like your childhood sucked. Okay, moving on. I will do the next one. This is 2000. So on our list, we got Jimmy Neutron, South Park, Fairly Oddparents, and Family Guy. Now, obviously, in the 2000s, we were becoming more mature, and we thought, oh, we can watch these adult shows like Adult Swim, which was Family Guy, or Comedy Central, which was South Park. But then you have Nickelodeon shows like Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Oddparents that you watched while your parents were awake. That way they didn't know you were watching these other shows.
Yeah, I mean, we ran the gamut. We went from 7 years old to like 16 years old within this decade.
It was a pretty big leap. And at 16, I don't know how old are you when you're in junior high?
In 7th grade, I was 12. I know that.
Okay, so then yeah, 12 years old. I remember Family Guy that was when I first started watching it, was when I was in middle school. And then South Park, that's another one. We started, like, my whole group started watching that, and I was like, I don't even know what South Park is. And then I started watching it, and I was like, oh shit, this is pretty funny.
Turn down the volume. Don't let them hear it.
But Jimmy Neutron, another one of those things. It's Dexter's Laboratory 2.0. He's super smart, and he has his friend group. Oh my god, I love his friends. Sheen being stupid, and Carl being that nerdy kid, but he's not really smart. And he has like all these allergies, and his family has like allergic to everything. And I can't tell you how many times I said, yes, are you going to finish that croissant? But that's a show. And
hey, who's the bad guy in Jimmy Neutron? Is there like a consistent bad guy?
They have some consistent bad guys, but they're like it's like few and far between in the episodes.
They're like aliens, right?
The aliens, yes, there was an alien. Oh, that was in the movie. But I'm pretty sure they came back, like, and visited them again.
I'm just trying to think who the bad guy was in that.
Mainly, it was whatever invention he created that went bad.
Oh,
like that,
yeah.
When he made the pants that would put themselves away because they had little nanochips or microchips, and then eventually they took over the whole town and were like, being like a whole horde of zombie pants. But yeah, Jimmy Neutron, fantastic. South Park, like I said, I started watching it in middle school, and it's one of those things that, like, you started watching it because you weren't allowed to, but then you kind of started to like it as well. Fairly Oddparents, that is a fantastic show. That is a show, like, that makes every kid think, you know what, my life isn't that bad. I wish I had some some fairies, but yeah, my life isn't as bad as Timmy Turner's. And then Family Guy, of course. I love Family Guy. I still watch Family Guy now. It's great. Their new episode.
So which one are you getting rid of?
Oh, you want to know which one I'm going to get rid of? Oh, right. That's the whole point of the game. If I was going to get rid of any of them, I would get rid of South Park.
What?
I know. I told you.
What? How? That, like, paved the way.
I'll tell you why. Because the only time I ever watched South Park was...
Oh, you're so wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. I'm very right. The only time I watched South Park was when I was at my friend's house, and he had it on. And there were like certain episodes that I thought were hilarious, like the World of Warcraft one. That was like, Mom, more Hot Pockets. That was a great episode. And then the one where I don't remember what episode it is, but Cartman gets like probed by aliens, and they put this giant.
Yeah, that's like an early one. Is that the first? That might be the first one.
Oh really? Oh okay. Well, I
like
love
when they were still animating with construction paper.
And he's all like, they like poke something in his butt. And then that whole TV tower just like shoots out. I'm like, oh my God, Cartman, are you okay? You know that feeling when you take a huge crap? And then,
dude,
and then
I cannot believe you're getting rid of South Park. That's like, oh, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I only saw...
I mean, it's had so many... like societal impact episodes. I feel like it's had like such a place in pop culture. Like the Scientology episode, that was like groundbreaking against the Church of Scientology. It actually like showed people, well, what the fuck is this organization? That was amazing.
Like wasn't Tom Cruise in that one?
Like maybe made fun of.
Yeah, I mean not not his actual self. I just think it's funny that they got sued.
They ended the episode. Yeah, they ended the episodes. Every post credit name was like John or Jane Smith, just so like the Church of Scientology couldn't go after anyone that was like involved in creating that exact episode.
Yeah, I like the fact that they constantly got sued because they're like, and then eventually they put that that disclaimer: any of the characters used in this TV show are, if they have any likeness to this person, they don't actually have any affiliation, blah blah blah, because they kept getting sued, and I think they still got sued on top of that because it's like you're using their name, like you can't do that.
Okay, so you had the Scientology episode. You had the R. Kelly in the closet. You had Kanye, the gay fish. Do you like fish sticks? Do you like fish sticks in your mouth? That was iconic. Kanye had a line in a song. Slap a South Park writer with the fish stick. Like it was such an impact that way. Jimmy from South Park, dude. I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, I love. Iconic. Okay. He's pretty funny, but
Bloods versus Crips, and he's a Crip. Like that's so funny.
Wow, what a terrific audience!
I can't believe you're getting rid of. Oh my gosh! No
I'm telling
way.
You, dude, I can't stand their voices. I absolutely hate their voices. It's like they're just annoying to me. But it's not just that. It's the fact that I didn't watch it that much. I mean, I watched it a decent amount because, like I said, all my friends did, and I watched certain episodes that sounded funny to me. But yeah. I gotta say, I watched maybe 20 episodes of that in total, and I was like, okay, I like these episodes that my friends had showed me, but if I went off and watched the South Park episodes that they didn't talk about, I felt like I didn't like it as much. If someone talked about it beforehand and then I watched it, I really liked it. But before that, if no one talked about it, I hated it.
Really?
Yeah. I think maybe it's because
nowadays, if given a choice between watching South Park or Family Guy, I'm picking South Park for sure.
Really? Wow, that is shocking. I mean, they had some good episodes. I like that one with Bono where he's a turd. And they're like measuring their poops and they're like, it's 10 chicks.
Yeah, that's amazing. Or the one where they eat out of their butt and poop out of their mouth.
Yeah, that one was pretty gross but funny.
Yeah, man, it's no question. I'm getting rid of Family Guy because Family Guy is obnoxious and just like it tries so hard and none of it's smart, none of it's intelligent. It's really mom, Lowe's, Bubby, like annoying as shit.
I don't know about that. I think it's pretty funny.
How is that not annoying?
I like their I guess their platform. What they do is like they have not platform. What is it? What am I thinking of? Like their plot. They have one plot, and then every now and then Peter's like, "Oh my God, this is almost as bad as that time that I did this," and then they go off on a tangent, and then they show that, and it's usually something funny, but sometimes
that's so lazy.
I will admit when they waste time on that show, oh my God, I can't stand it. Like when he's all like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's Conway Twitty. I'm like, no, please. It's a 30-minute show and you're going to waste a minute and a half on this stupid song.
Well, it's really like 22 minutes.
Okay, well, besides that, though, I love Family Guy. And it was one of those shows that I watched as a kid and I still watch it now. And I would probably watch Jimmy Neutron now and Fairly Oddparents now, too. So I can't say
I don't want to touch
Park.
those other... oh, my God. So if... given the choice between Fairly Oddparents and South Park, you're watching Fairly Oddparents?
Probably, yeah.
Oh my, so no.
I mean, it's not one of those, South Park isn't one of those shows that I could watch like episode after episode.
There's reasons why some of these shows are still on and some aren't.
I mean, I guess.
South Park is just so good.
Okay, so then I'm assuming you're gonna keep South Park. And...
I'm keeping South Park. I'm keeping Fairly Oddparents because I think that was just like a very funny show. The characters are really funny. The dad's funny.
Yeah.
Timmy's funny. Cosmo was always really funny. Dinkelberg, like his dad.
Yeah. You used to say that so much in track. Dinkelberg.
I put it here. If I did have a trophy. And then Jimmy Neutron I'm not going to touch because I thought it was really cool. Like, there wasn't a lot of cartoons that really, like, mess with, like, those kind of... Like, I feel like how deep Jimmy Neutron went into, like, inventions and, like, different science things they did. It was, like, a complete different world. Like you were saying, it was, like, Dexter's Lab 2.0 or, like, 3.0. I felt it was, like, way cooler. And the Family Guy, I'm just, like... I'm not interested in Family Guy. Like,
really?
I think maybe because like there was like kids that used to watch it that were just like annoying as hell, and then like I watched it and then the show was annoying and I was like, oh, this is stupid. Or maybe it's something where everyone really really liked it and I was just wanting to be anti, but I never got into it.
Maybe that's why I don't like South Park. Maybe it's the same thing where like everyone was like, it's so good, and I just didn't. I was like,
late. Oh, shut up!
I was probably late to the party, and I'm like, just not that into it.
All right, so again, on different ends on that one.
Yeah.
Moving into the 2010s. This one is going to be interesting because I'm only familiar with two of the shows. I mean, I'm familiar with all of them, but I haven't watched every single episode from all of them. The shows are Rick and Morty. That's not going to get touched by either of us. That's just like, why that's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
That's a Spongebob again. You just keep it there.
Yeah,
you don't
like,
touch
are you
it.
kidding me? So Rick and Morty, not touched. Then we have Archer, Big Mouth, and F is for Family. For those of you unfamiliar, Archer is kind of the like comedy that was on FX, I believe. It's kind of like a spoof of the 007 type character.
Yeah, he's a spy.
Yeah, Big Mouth is like a puberty transformational kids going through like awkward times in their life comedy written by Nick Kroll.
Oh, it's written by him? I just knew that he was like a lot of the characters. I didn't know that he wrote the whole show.
Well, him and like his not like life partner, but like his writing partner.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, that's probably why he plays almost every character.
Yeah. And then there's F is for Family, which is Bill Burr's show on Netflix of like a family in the 50s or 60s, and it's kind of like Family Guy-esque, but good.
I wouldn't say it's like Family Guy. I would say it's I don't even know what it's like. It's not really.
It is. It's like a family comedy. The guy goes to work. He comes home. It's about the life. It's like The Simpsons.
I know exactly what it is. It's like Archie Bunker. What's that show?
No idea what that is.
Oh God! I mean, my dad would know. It's like, oh, Archie, and he's like this total like racist asshole. It's the same kind of thing. He's like always angry, and he hates his kids. He hates his life. Fuck.
It's kind of like told like from it. It's like Bill Burr's like comedic take on his childhood because he's supposed to be one of the kids.
Yeah, and he's playing
his dad.
He's playing his dad pretty much. Like he said that he's basing the dad character off of his dad.
Yeah, I'm not touching this one either because I'm a huge Bill Burr fan and he just cracks me up. I'm not touching F is for Family. I'm not touching Rick and Morty. So really this is between Archer and Big Mouth. And I've seen like select episodes from both of these. I think Archer I know is like kind of dry comedic, not like huge punches that hit you. Like it's not like a Family Guy type of comedy. It's more like storyline based and quick asides that are funny. And then Big Mouth is kind of like raunchy, not raunchy, but it's like...
Oh, no, it's raunchy. It is super raunchy. You cannot say... He has a freaking hormone monster that tells him to fuck everything.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
So that's like the definition of raunchy, dude.
I mean, so between those two, I'm like so unfamiliar with both. And I'm leaning towards keeping... Man, this is tough. I'm leaning towards keeping Archer just because of how long it's been around and how different of a cartoon it is compared to most. And I'm leaning towards getting rid of Big Mouth and being fine. Final answer.
All right, final answer. Let me run down my list. Rick and Morty, obviously not going to touch it. One of those shows that I absolutely love. Any new episodes, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm in. It's got comedy, it's got sad, it's got good storyline. It has, again, the sciencey aspect of it. It's Dexter's Laboratory 4.0.
Whoa.
I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that. And you know what, dude? They were all different stages. So, like, Dexter was a little kid. Jimmy Neutron, he was a little bit older. And then Rick and Morty, he's like an old man. There must be something in the middle of those two. What's something else in the middle?
There was Ben 10.
No, that wasn't like sciencey. It would have to be like an inventor type. Like, all right. Well, anyway, that's like Dexter's Laboratory 3.0 or 4.0, whatever the numbers are. Not touching it. Obviously, that's a great show. Archer, one of those shows that I never really watched. I just kind of watched. It was like on I think FX or TBS. It was one of those two. And
that like weird like section of channels.
Yeah, I wasn't like super into it at first. I watched like a couple episodes here and there, and then Gordon and I actually started watching it. I would go over to his house, we'd play video games, and then we'd watch some TV show, Family Guy usually being one of them. And then we started watching Archer, and I was like, oh dang, this show's actually really funny. Like they have repeating like gags that they bring back, not every episode, but he has this thing called tinnitus, and it's like a ringing in your ears, and he has it from being a spy and shooting guns near his ears every now and then. And so if an explosion goes off, he's like, oh god, that's not good for my tinnitus. And it's like every time something like loud happens. So that's another show probably wouldn't touch because I really ended up enjoying it after I kind of committed to watching it from Big Mouth. That is a really good show. It has really good comedy, plus everyone had that when they were growing up, that weird puberty time where they didn't know like what was going on with their bodies, and now you get to see it in the more comedic aspect of it, and it's like really gross though. Like I said, the hormone monster's telling him to literally have sex with everything. But it's really good. It's smart because, like I said, everyone can relate to it, so it's really smart to make this show. And then also like kind of make fun of it so that everyone can laugh at how weird they were when they were a kid going through puberty.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then F is for Family. I just finished season 3 of it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So season
3 or 4.
I think I want to say it's 3. I really like the show. It's great. Like Bill Burr, he's funny. He's really funny. I think he's probably like top 10 comedians in my opinion. It's got that, it's got a good storyline. It has a lot of comedy, but seeing as it is kind of more like not depressing, but there's like just a lot more sad aspects of it, I would take that one out.
Really?
I mean, they just have like shit happening all the time in that family. Like they get a new TV, right? And they spend like a bunch of money on it. TV breaks. He's like, I'm gonna put you through that fucking wall. Like
Yeah, but then that's the funny thing is like he's endearing and he doesn't like being that way.
He is an asshole though, like big time. He hates everything. He hates his life. He thinks that, you know, every kid that he had, he's like, okay, this will be the kid that I absolutely love. I'm gonna love them so much. And then
he does. He loves his daughter.
Yeah, but then like shit happens with just everyone. He's like, oh man, you fucking suck. I'm gonna put you through that fucking wall. I love that. I love that phrase though. That's funny. That is really funny. But
put you through the fucking wall.
And then, but then when his dad comes in like season 3 or season 4, whatever it is, you realize that he hated growing up with his dad because he was treated how he is now treating his kids. And I think maybe seeing that, I'm like, makes me not like it that much because I wish he would have like broken the loop.
What do you mean? He is by making this show. It's.
Oh no! I'm saying the character, not his dad, not him, not Bill Burr.
Oh, he's trying. That's the whole thing. Is he's really trying.
Yeah, I think maybe after seeing how he was treated and realizing how much it fucked him up, then yeah, he is gonna try to like make things better. But still, I would get rid of that because, like I said, Big Mouth, super good.
Got rid of F is for family.
Yeah. Big Mouth, super funny, super creative. Archer, same thing, but it's a different kind of, like you said, it's a dry humor, and I like that humor. I'm pretty sure it's like the Arrested Development of cartoons. Because
okay.
the mom in Arrested Development is the mom in Archer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then Rick and Morty, as we said, Dexter's Laboratory 3.0, can't touch it. So yeah, F is for Family's gone for me at least.
Man.
What was yours again?
I got rid of,
I think you said Big Mouth, right?
Big Mouth. All right, bonus round. So take the 3 cartoons you got rid of, and then one's got to go out of the 3 of them.
Ooh, okay. Rocket Power, South Park, F is for Family. Oh, that's easy. I would get rid of Rocket Power.
You're going to get rid of Rocket Power. So I had Dexter's Lab, Family Guy, and Big Mouth. I'd probably get rid of Dexter's Lab.
Okay, that's funny that the 90s shows for us both were like, yeah, no, get rid of that.
Right? The 2000s was heavy hitters, dude.
They were, dude. We had some really good shows in 2000s.
We kind of made this harder. We can do another one too, because I was just thinking 2010s. There's Bob's Burgers. We didn't even touch on The Simpsons at all. There's other like very iconic ones.
Yeah, but the thing is with The Simpsons, that could go in any decade because that happened back in the 90s, but also rolled over into the 2000s and 2010s and still going on strong right now.
Yep, it could. I would say put in the 2000s. Yeah.
I remember when that movie came out, the Simpsons movie. That's probably one of the few movies I actually bought because I thought it was
such a good
funny.
Movie.
It's so funny. God, it is hilarious. If every single episode of The Simpsons was like that, I'd probably watch more Simpsons. I tried watching it from beginning to end, but there are so many episodes, it's just tough to do. Okay, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you liked it, let us know. If you have any differing opinions, let us know in the comments. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, guys, you've just listened to One's Gotta Go, and now we've gotta go. You like that?
I actually did like that. That was pretty good.
I'm so good at the intro and outro bits. Middle part, not so much, but I got you on the intro and outro.
I got random bits where I'm like, okay, the intro was alright. The middle was fire. The ending, it's never good for me. It's always fucking trash.
Oh, man. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe wherever you're listening now. If you could share this around if you found it funny or enjoyable, we'd really appreciate it. And again, happy pre-4th of July. I'm assuming the majority of our listener base is in the U.S., so I hope you guys have a safe and fun 4th. And yeah, that's all from me.
Alright, guys, you know what they say. Keep it chiefin'.